Prepare for trouble, but we're gonna make it double today. Because check this out. We've not got only one Les Paul. We got two to get through today. Please don't try that at home and carry two Les Pauls at once because we are trained professionals over here. But what we are looking at today is a brand new release from Gibson. This is the 50s and the 60s Les Paul Double Trouble. Now what makes these different to other Les Pauls? You shall see just in a second. There's some very, very obvious differences with these. But I'm particularly excited about seeing it. Particularly from one Weezer lyric from the song In the Garage, if anyone knows. I've got Ace Frehley, I got Peter Chris, and then, you know, obviously the rest there. But we will get the other box, opened in a second because I want to show you what's different about this. So this is the brand new Les Paul Standard 50s Double Trouble in Vintage Cherry Sunburst. There's two colours available. The other one being this guy here, which is the Vintage Tobacco Burst. But you'll notice the kind of main key kind of takeaway from this, it's got those uncovered white, kind of off-white cream pickups there, which is giving big Ace Frehley vibes this. I wonder if it'll sound like that. So these are the brand new Gibson Les Paul Standard 50s, 60s Double Trouble. Now I have mentioned the main caveat kind of taken away from these. They've got those super sick uncovered off-white pickups in them there. And they come in two colours, two models technically. So you've seen the Vintage Cherry Sunburst, there's also this Vintage Tobacco Burst as well. I actually really quite like those sort of faded colours. They do kind of look like they've, you know, been through the ringer a little bit without like properly getting battered by the Murphy Lab. I don't know which one I prefer actually, but in terms of, you know, like the uncovered compared to the, you know, the finish. Maybe the Cherry Sunburst, you can let me know down in the comments which one you prefer. There's a few key takeaways from these. Finish, the pickups, but in themselves, they are pretty much just Les Paul standard. So neck-wise, 50 is going to be nice and chunky, 60 is going to be a little bit skinnier. The actual output of the pickups are slightly different, but we'll get onto that when we get some sounds, which actually, on that note, let's get plugged in and actually hear how these are. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were We good? We are good. What an absolute firecracker, I think you will agree. Now, what is in these guitars? That's obviously the kind of the big question when it comes to these pickups. Not only do those white bobbins look awesome, but what is installed in the 50s model particularly? This is the burst bucker, the 2 and then the 1 in there. And these are Alnico 2 as well. So they're not the highest of output, but I think you'll agree that when you kind of throw a bunch of gain behind it, it certainly doesn't not handle the gain, right? But what I really like about these pickups, particularly the Alnico 2s, let me throw in a little bit more reverb and delay here, is that they clean up really nicely. I really like the sound of that there as well. Let me know in the comments if you like a Les Paul clean too. But that's kind of the main difference with the 50s one there, is that those Alnico 2 pickups in it. But if we want something that's just that little bit more of a firecracker, then we look over at the 60s model here. Now, as I mentioned previously, this has got all those good things that you expect with a 60s Les Paul. Skinny neck, higher output pickups, you've got the metal Grover tuners on there, and this is the second finish that you're available to get in the double treble as well, which, I don't know, cherry, tobacco, which one do you prefer? At first I thought I liked this one, but actually from chatting to Aaron in the room while we've been doing this, I think we both agree that, especially with the white, that one looks absolutely amazing. But check this out as well, because it also sounds sick. Of course, that doesn't mean it can't clean up as well. Whoa, there's that brand new Les Paul feel there as well. Which actually, the fact there was only a couple of strings after all that bending, I think was pretty decent. I think I might prefer the cleans on the Alnico 2 as opposed to the Alnico 5s in here, because what is actually in these guys as well, we do have burst buckers again, but it is a 61R in the bridge and then a 61T in the neck there, sorry, as well. Or actually, it would be the other way around because it's treble at the bottom and then rhythm at the top there. So T, R. That's an easy way to remember it there. But of course, you know, Les Paul's a Les Paul in itself. You do just want to get some more of those big tones, don't you? So if I was to ask myself what I think of it, I think I'm becoming very much a 50s Les Paul guy these days. Just that neck, man, honestly, just like big chunky neck on it is just really, really fun to play. And those pickups as well in the Alnico 2. Also, what am I doing holding two Les Pauls? Let me give myself a bit of a break here. the Alnico 2s, I think, handle just like those kind of mid-tones a little bit better, clean tones a little bit better, and just give me a little bit more expression, I feel. But Les Paul's a Les Paul at the end of the day, as I said, so you do want it to kind of punch you in the face, which I think is really cool about this guy. And the fact that, you know, these double trebles, they're not replacing the standards, they're just kind of like adding on to that line. So you do want a slightly more vintage sort of vibe to your Les Paul, not only with the look of the pickups, but also with the look of the finish as well, because I want to show you. Here is another Cherry Sunburst compared to the double treble one. Double treble, that's AAA top there as well. So it's obviously a little bit more flame going on, but yeah, I think I do prefer the double treble. And then obviously the backs are slightly different on them as well. So yeah, you want something that's just a little bit different to the standard run of Les Pauls. And again, you know, like without having to do any mods or anything on it, then you can just pick this up right off the shelf. Let me know what you think about the brand new double trebles in the comments below. While you're there, give us a subscribe and a like, because you can keep up all the latest new Gibson releases and all the news at Guitar HQ. Till next time, I've been Kieran, and I've just been breaking my back with holding two Les Pauls and carrying two Les Paul boxes through. But that's all for your enjoyment. Have a great day.